Can dudes and dudettes actually be just friends? My mom died in a tragic car accident when I was 6 years old. My dad never loved me. And my best friend died of cancer when I was 10. But somehow, being in a mixed gender friend group as an 18-year-old is still the craziest thing I've ever gone through. At first, it was amazing. There were like 12 of us, and we all balanced each other out. None of the girls were pick-me's, and the guys didn't act like H-horny pieces of shy tea. But then when we all went on a group holiday, everything fell apart. You see, one of our friends, Charles, decided to invite Hugo, because at the time, Hugo's only friends were people who he considered losers, so he wanted to level up. I already had a really bad impression of him, because he was the ex-boyfriend of my ex-best friend, and she told me multiple stories about how he had cheated on her. I also knew several girls who said he had effed them over. Nothing particularly awful, he just had a reputation of trying to kiss every girl he saw, then bragged to his loser friends that he had been the one to reject them. Honestly, he was just extremely cringe. But Charles really wanted to invite him because they had been friends for years and he wanted to put him on. Well, we figured the more the merrier. Our first day in Paris is still one of my favorite memories. I got to see my all-time favorite paintings in the Louvre, and we all ate beautiful pasta with white wine by the glimmering Eiffel Tower. Literally the dream, like, ugh, I want to go back. Anyway, the next day was amazing too, but then came nighttime. We all wanted to go to this club that had a literal fish tank inside of it. And to save money, we all drank beforehand. Legal drinking age in France is 16. That's when I learned just how R-worded Charles really is. He insisted on taking one of our friends, Ella, on one of the rent scooters. And Ella agreed, which I thought was a little strange considering she had a boyfriend. But who am I to judge? So when me and the rest of the group got there, we headed inside. The only reason we got in was because there was just one boy and two girls. Good ratio. It was so beautiful. And me and my friend Daisy popped our French kitty cat, like we ate down. After just 20 minutes, Hugo came running up to us. Ugh, guys, Ella fell off the scooter and she's over-exaggerating the pain. So they're not getting in. I rolled my eyes and we asked Hugo if we should go check on them. Nah, it's chill, let's just stay here, he said. So we simply took his word for it. The rest of the night was amazing until it was time to go home. I myself had so much fun, and I was so drunk that I couldn't stop talking about how fun it was. But when we saw Charles again, he was angry. Like really angry. Except no one would tell us why. I remember sitting on my bed beside the balcony, listening to Charles and Hugo talk shit about me, saying how selfish I was. And Daisy must have heard me crying in the bathroom because she came in and comforted me. She told me I wasn't selfish, and that I was the nicest girl she'd ever met. Little did I know, things were about to get extremely messy. The next day, Charles and Hugo were straight up ignoring me and Daisy, and Charles had a huge crush on Daisy, so she found out the information for me. Turns out Ella had in fact fallen off her scooter. But it wasn't just a fall. It got so bad that the paramedics had to come and stitch her up. And of course, the entire time Hugo was telling Charles that me and Daisy were refusing to leave the club because we just wanted to kiss French guys. He even claimed that Daisy was trying to lead him on. Like what? I didn't even flirt with a single guy. And Hugo was rejected by so many girls that he ended up having to kiss a 30-year-old woman. For the next few days, there was a lot of tension between us. I sort of stopped caring after a while because I knew none of it was my fault. But as soon as the drama died down, Hugo stirred it back up again. Suddenly, Ella was telling me crazy things he'd say about me. And whenever I was near him, he went out of his way to treat me kindly. It was honestly disgusting. The only person who really took my side was Daisy, who also hated him by this point. Then came the final night of the trip. 5 of our friends had come for the last day, and were staying in an Airbnb nearby. When I heard this, I practically jumped for joy, because one of the boys was Jack, my all-time boy bestie who I adored. As soon as we heard they arrived, we, drunkenly, scooted towards them. Unfortunately, I forgot that Jack is an a-hole. He can best be described as one of those straight men who desperately want to be the gay best friend. So when I opened the door, he started shoving me away at full force. He even closed the door on my head. Looking back, it was definitely to impress the girls, and because he was practically in love with me. But why would abusing your friend impress them? Anyway, at the time I was too drunk to understand things clearly, so I cried on the side of the road. Jack even made one of our male friends Pedro cry too. But I guess I didn't realize how effed up Jack was, because out of nowhere he pulled out a gun from the Airbnb room. The rest of the full story is on my channel and linked below.